my husband's favorite desserts is cheesecake, specifically cherry cheesecake. But he doesn't like baked cheesecakes. He likes no-bake cheesecakes. So today's recipe is for low-carb, sugar-free, keto-friendly strawberry cheesecake. Yum! And if you want a printable version of this, then check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And while we do that, let's get cooking. For the crust, in a small bowl, combine 1 3/4 cup of almond meal or almond flour. I like to use almond meal in this case because I think the grittiness of the almond meal makes a really nice texture for the crust. It's up to you. If you don't want a gritty crust, then just use almond flour. Add 1/3 cup of brown sugar substitute. I'm using brown swerve. You can use whatever brown sugar substitute you want. Normally in cheesecake crusts, you see regular sugar or regular sugar substitute. I think the brown sugar flavoring makes a really nice flavor for your crust. But if you just prefer to use regular erythritol or regular sugar substitute, it's up to you on what flavor you want. But the brown sugar substitute makes a really nice kind of mapley type taste to your crust. So it's up to you if you want it to have that flavor or if you just want the regular sugar substitute. It's up to you there. Add 1/8 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 cup of butter that's been melted. Make sure it's melted completely and cooled. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The salt and the vanilla extract are optional. You don't have to put them in there, but you know me, I'm all about flavor, so I add them in there for a little bit extra flavor, so it's up to you whether you want them or not. Use a fork and mix this all together until it's fully combined. Make sure that it is 100% fully combined. The brown sugar substitute can sometimes bunch up on you, so really make sure you get that fork in there and stir it completely to make sure every part of the almond meal is fully coated with butter and brown sugar, completely fully combined. Once it's fully combined, press the mixture evenly into the bottom of a 9-inch spring-form pan. Make sure you press it nice and firm so that it'll get a nice firm crust. You don't want a loose crust. It'll fall apart when you cut it if you do. So make sure you press it down nice and firm. You can use a fork or the bottom of a flat measuring cup, or you can use your fingers. I kind of use a combination of both sometimes, but the object is to make sure that you get it nice and pressed and nice and even and tight down in the bottom of that pan. Once you've got it nice and pressed, place it in the refrigerator until you're done with making the cheesecake filling. For the strawberry cheesecake filling, you're going to need 1 pound of whole strawberries. Remove the tops and make sure you give them a good washing. Even if you buy organic, you still want to make sure you always wash your fruits and veggies. So wash them good, make sure all the green stem and leaf is off. Then place the strawberries in a food processor and add 2/3 cup of sweetener of your choice. I'm using a combination of monk fruit and erythritol. It's up to you. You can use just plain erythritol or erythritol stevia blend. Whatever sugar substitute you want, just 2/3 cup of it. Pulse this for just a few seconds, about 10 to 15 seconds, just until the sweetener and the strawberries are combined and the strawberry is turned into basically a strawberry puree. It's okay if it has a little bit of chunks in it, but you want the majority of the chunks gone and you want it pretty close to smooth. Add 16 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. Pulse or blend it on low until it's completely combined with the strawberries and sweetener. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Add 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Pulse or blend on low for about 1–1.5 minutes, just until the mixture starts getting thick. Remove the crust from the refrigerator and pour the batter evenly over the crust. Use a spatula and spread it out so it's nice and even on the crust. Then place it in the refrigerator overnight. It's best to do this overnight. This cheesecake does not have gelatin in it like other no-bake cheesecakes do. So to really get it to firm up nicely, you want to do it overnight. Once it's been refrigerated, the next day you take it out. You can decorate it if you want to. Slice some strawberries in half and put them around the edges, or however you want to decorate it. Or you can just leave it just like it is. It looks pretty and pink the way it is. And there you have it. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.